Hello and welcome back to Down the Track. What a cracker of a game between Rajasthan Royals and the Delhi Capitals. I have with me a huge Delhi fan, Vinay Hariharan. Initial thoughts? I mean, Delhi actually played outstandingly. Just the last two overs, Morris just took it away from them.
Yeah, there was definitely a cracker of a game, to be honest. It was nail biting till the end, and Morris just took it away at the last.
Were you surprised the way Rabada got hit in that second last over? I didn't expect that, man.
It was, see, he's coming back. This was his first IPL
Yeah.
game, and he was injured and stuff before too, and he has been little out of match practice, I would think. And he did bowl really well during the start phase. Death over, sometimes you get hit. It's on and off days. It was probably a bad over. That's all it was. But definitely he's a match winning bowler, and definitely he'll come back.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think you're right there. He started off really well, actually, picked up a couple of wickets, but then he got hit. But that Morris clean hitting, man, in the beginning, he struggled as well. He wasn't connecting properly, but then suddenly, he just started connecting it out of the ground. And a lot of the shots were a bit across the line, but timing was excellent.
I feel that he was one of the only players who actually adapted to the pitch today. To be honest, it was a very slowish wicket. You
Yeah.
see how many people got out with those slower deliveries and cutters, and everyone was, I think, overdoing at a certain stage of the game. Like
Hmm.
even Rajasthan kind of was doing it, and Pant kind of played really well in that sense. And then
Yeah.
when Delhi were doing it, Miller took it upon himself to actually play that, and these two players definitely stood out in today's game by
Hmm.
adapting to the pitch and playing those shots. But hats off to, I think I would rate this as one of the best innings Miller has ever played, the way
Miller?
he played today. Yeah. Miller, David
Yeah.
Miller,
Yeah.
I
I
would
think.
rate one of, because other pitches were more to his stronger suit, where it
Hmm.
was a fast pace and he's a monster of a player, like he's
Hmm.
a match winner by any day. Any day you give it to him and he'll probably clear you out of the park. So he's one of those players, definitely one to watch out for. But the way he adapted and he played his paces in him was definitely one of the best I've ever seen him play.
Yeah, and if he stayed there, I thought his wicket, the game was done because he was actually looking really good. You're right, he adapted really well. But then, do you feel when Morris was batting at that time, the dew started to come in because we saw Rabada, the ball not slipping from him, but you could see he wasn't getting that length right.
I wouldn't say it was majorly because of the dew. It was
Hmm.
just the lengths that the bowlers bowled to Morris. Like when they were bowling those short deliveries, slower short deliveries, they were trying to bang it in, and they weren't getting enough bounce, and it
Hmm.
was easy pickings at that point. And those were the sixes that he hit, right?
And when he bowled
And
it quicker, he was missing the ball when Rabada bowled it quicker.
exactly,
Did you know? Yeah.
exactly. So I think the pitch played a lot on the bowler's mind, and they didn't actually bowl to their strength. They tried to bowl those slower deliveries and everything too much. And uh, see, it was a good game. That's all mattered at the end of the day. It was a game that Delhi lost. As a Delhi fan, of course, I'm upset about that, but definitely one of a better games to watch. And I feel not like single-handed games or just no excitement kind of games that
Yeah, but at least over here they fought till the end and stuff. I
exactly,
mean,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
unlike yesterday where it
Rajasthan
was a close
Royals,
game.
exactly. Very close game for us.
It was a close game, but it went the wrong way. Just like it shouldn't have been a close game. That's the difference. But sorry, you were saying about Rajasthan Royals?
Rajasthan Royals, both the games, came
They
down
took
to
it
the wire.
close.
Yeah,
But man,
came down to the wire. And
No Ben Stokes, and then for first of all for Miller to play like this, like you already mentioned, and then their bowlers to step up. Unatkat brilliant figures, 3 wickets, 15 runs. He stepped up to the plate. Mustafizur is bowling really well now. He's getting those slower cutters, and I think he's enjoying these surfaces. And
yeah,
also Morris as well picking up a wicket. So they're stepping up. I think still have an issue in the spin department. They're not picking up enough wickets, but they're stepping up in Ben Stokes' absence. So it's a huge win for them if you look at it like that.
mm, like what I noticed in today's game for Rajasthan was the way Unadkat bowled. It was his pitch to bowl on. He is one of
The
those
mixing it
guys
up.
who are mixing it up. Exactly.
Hmm.
He he's one of those guys who actually thrives on these kind of pitches. Fast-paced pitches, he's because he doesn't have that much of a pace when he's bowling.
Yeah,
He's more towards late 120s to 130s, mid 130s max, right? That's the pace that he bowls at. But today's pitch suited him really well, and he bowled splendidly well in that spell that he was bowling. And coming back to Mustafizur, I think that over that he bowled to Stoinis, where he got his wicket, if you
yeah,
had
man.
noticed, Mustafizur easily clocks late 130s and 140s. The
Yeah,
entire over, his fastest ball was at about 130, which clearly showed that how he adapted to the pitch itself. An entire over, all his deliveries were between 100 to 120 max, right? So
yeah,
uh, Rajasthan Royals really bowled well in that department, and to be honest, I won't take it away from Delhi. Uh, this was a great comeback from them, especially when they were down and out almost, and that crucial last wicket, uh, not last wicket, but the way Wokes played at the end, that was very crucial runs at the end too. So definitely some positives from the game,
yeah.
and hard loss for today, but we'll definitely come back stronger.
Yeah, I think they've shown that they will fight till the end. They have an excellent bowling lineup, and Chris Wokes you mentioned with the bat, but with the ball again, unbelievable man. The way he bowled, he
Exactly.
picked up a couple of
Yep.
wickets in the power play. He's getting the ball to swing more than anyone else in this tournament so far, I think. And with Nokia like testing positive, it's not a bad thing. Like they still have a lot of backup in Delhi, so it's not like they're really missing Nokia. Wokes stepping in and stepping in really well.
Wokes was always a player to be reckoned with, and I sometimes actually think that why isn't he getting chances in England that much? Because he is a wonderful player, a genuine all-rounder. If you notice, especially during the test matches and stuff, if you see, he's a genuine all-rounder, both with the bat and ball. How many times he scored even 100, coming down lower down the order and everything. So he's a genuine all-rounder to watch out for and a great addition to Delhi Capitals team itself.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think him and then Avesh Khan as well. He looked good in the last game. Again, this game he picked up 3 wickets. He's also bowling those cutters. He got hit a bit in between, but I think he's shown that Rishabh Pant is backing him. They played together, I think, in under 19, right? So he's backing him above Ishant Sharma and Umesh Yadav, and he's actually he's doing a good job. I think he's doing that third seamers role.
Yeah, excellent fast bowling addition to Delhi Capitals and young talent, and definitely he's stepping up his game and trying to bowl to his potential. And actually, I was very impressed with the last 2 games, not from Delhi Capitals, but from Rajasthan Royals, the left-arm seamer Chetan Sakaria. Very
Yeah,
impressed
man.
with the way he's been bowling. Like there is a young kid, and he's energetic in the field as well. He puts
Yeah,
in those dives. The amazing catch he took Puran last game,
yeah.
when like those are the kind of positives that you notice in different teams, right? In IPL and stuff. Like
Hmm.
if you remember back in the earlier days when Rajasthan Royals actually won that IPL tournament, remember Kamran Khan?
Trivedi. Yeah, Kamran Khan. Yeah, yeah,
Kamran Khan and Trivedi.
yeah, yeah,
Those guys came in from Trivedi was at least in the domestic circuit. Kamran
yeah,
Khan was nowhere to be seen, and then
yeah.
all of a sudden he got reckoned. So one to watch out for definitely Chetan Sakaria,
Hmm.
and Avesh Khan is going to improve as the tournament progresses.
Yeah, for sure. I think he will improve. Just one word on the captaincy there. I think Ashwin only got 3 overs, 4.7 economy, whereas Tom Curran, like he got smashed a bit. Marcus Stoney's got in 1 over in between. They tried to search for a wicket. He got hit for 15. So you're surprised that he didn't finish Ashwin's quota?
Honestly, no. The
Because
Ashwin
you're an
bowled.
off spinner. If I didn't give you the fourth over, you'd be pissed after the game.
It wasn't because of that. To be honest, like yes, Ashwin could have gotten a fourth over, but that Stoinis over, it wasn't his day. And these kind of pitches is something Stoinis would thrive on. To be honest, today it wasn't just his day, and he got that over. So it was a calculated move in that sense. It didn't just pay up. That's all it was. So I won't blame the captaincy for that. But there are days where certain things work out, certain things don't work out. So It was
No,
definitely not going to blame for
like I
that.
understand if you're in search for a wicket and your players are getting hit, like your spinners getting hit, then I would go to Stoinis as well. But just the fact that he was bowling really well, I think let him finish his overs. He was in the rhythm, right? And he's an
Yeah,
experienced bowler, so maybe last game he got if last game played a part about it because he got hit for a couple of sixes there. I don't know what it was, but I just felt when you're bowling, when you're good rhythm, I think you should continue with your bowler. But fair enough, Stoinis is as well. He's a medium pacer. He'll mix it up. But yeah, I just thought it didn't work out today.
yeah, that's all it was. It didn't just work out. That's all.
And your player of the match, there's quite a few. David Miller. There is Morris as well, of course, and then with the ball or not cut.
It's a tough choice to be honest. There was some standard performances, but I would go for Miller. His innings was, I guess, one of the best innings that he has ever played in IPL history.
And the fact he's replacing Ben Stokes to play in innings like that, he didn't let his absence be felt. It was just brilliant.
The best part was no one actually picked him in any of the fantasy picks and stuff, and everyone thought it's going to be Liam Livingston
Yeah,
coming in to replace
I
Ben
thought that as
Stokes.
well, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, even the commentators and everywhere you see, and everyone was just writing it off every single place that Liam Livingston is going to come in, and it was a surprise pick by Rajasthan Royals, but definitely paid off for them.
Yeah, they're going with the tried and tested. I mean, it paid off in hindsight, but he's already played in the IPL regularly, Miller, so it worked out. And also, he's in good form. I think that's the most important thing. He played well in South Africa, so he's
Yeah,
backing that confidence. Yeah, I think for me, in the end, it has to be Morris. He won the game, right? To be honest with you, because without his innings, they wouldn't have got close. Because
yeah.
after Miller got out, there's still a way to go. So I would go Morris, but shout out to Miller and Unatka. They played a huge role. But I think that wraps up that game. Any last thoughts on this match?
No, definitely looking forward to the rest of the tournament.
Yeah,
You can't write off Delhi with one game, so definitely we're gonna jump
can,
back
can
and
can you write off Sunrisers with two games?
for sure.
That was hard to take. But just before we go, tomorrow Chennai Super Kings versus Punjab Kings. So your thoughts on this game? Punjab's top order is just crazy, man. They just keep hitting and hitting, but they're coming up against Dhoni. Dhoni doesn't want to lose. I don't think he likes to lose, and we're not used to him losing. So will we say something different from CSK?
Definitely, there'll be something different from CSK, and they're playing in Mumbai again. So if the wicket is slow like this, how it was playing today, then I think Chennai has it.
And Chennai in, yeah, you're right because they have those all rounders and those bowlers love bowling cutters.
Exactly.
I think Bravo would love this
Bravo,
pitch.
man. Yeah, it's his pitch to bowl on. It's his pitch to
Yeah,
bowl on every single day.
yeah, Bravo. And then they have like Sam Curran, Jadeja. They have really good utility all rounders, I think, and that gives them
Exactly.
the advantage. For Punjab, to be honest, they would prefer a flat pitch because they have the batting to chase down anything and to score anything. On these kind of pitches, I think they'll have to play Ravi Bishnoi. They didn't play him in the first game. Their bowling is a bit suspect. I mean, Shami has bowled really well, but the likes of Jai Richardson and Meredith. They were a bit expensive in the last game, but Arshdeep was really good. So I
But
mean,
then the only question that comes to my mind is if you had to bring Ravi Bishnoi, who would you drop in
I
that
would
lineup?
drop. I would probably drop Meredith and then get somebody else in.
If you
Uh,
drop Meredith, who's your fourth international?
yeah, I'll get whoever is on the bench fourth international and let him play. Who is
So,
there? I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is someone there because Arshdeep, I think he bowled really well. You can't really drop him
yeah,
on that
you can
performance.
drop him. Yeah,
And Shami is Shami, so I would drop one because you're pulling four fast bowlers. There's no need if there's assistance for spin, right?
exactly.
I So I think that's why. But let's see how it goes. They probably stick to the winning combination. I think again a lot. Man, watch out for Deepak Huda. Something happened since that thing with Krunal Pandya. He changed his whole game, man. Everything is changed. I watched him for like 6 years in Sunrisers. Never played even half the innings like this. Not even half. I'm telling you, it was ridiculous the way he played that game. It's just unbelievable. He's like looking at the ground and hitting sixes. I don't know what was happening.
He played almost a Surya Kumar kind of inning.
Yeah, it was unbelievable, man. To be honest, I'm gonna watch out for that guy. And yeah, your
Is he in
captain
your
for
roster?
fantasy, who? Huh?
Is he in your draft pick for tomorrow?
Man, the thing is, I realized that it's not good to chase people. I went Samson today, captain, and it didn't work out. I think I'll have to try something different, but I have to. I think Huda might just become orange cap holder, man, at the end. The way he's going right now, he looks very angry. He looks like a man on a mission, man. He just looks like he's going to do something. But yeah, I think it's difficult to choose. This Rahul as well. The guy overscores runs. But with one thing with Rahul and Samson, they both gave chances in their first game, and then Samson second time he gave a chance in this game, he got out. Like you can't keep doing that, so they'll have to be a bit careful. Rahul as well. I think he's an experienced player, so he'll know what to do. Yeah, and lastly, you're going with Chennai to win the game.
If the pitch is slow, yes.
Yeah, otherwise,
Chennai. If it's a regular pitch, the regular Wankhede pitch, then I think Punjab
Punjab. Yeah,
because
I think it's yeah.
they have a
They,
huge firepower in terms of their batting and they can bring. Chennai, I feel they lack a little bit on the chasing side. If it's more than 200, they don't have the explosiveness, but you can never write off Chennai. It's one of the teams where they're the kind of underdogs that come through in crucial times.
Yeah, and it just shows that how pitches play such a big role. Like in this kind of game, the likes of Punjab, these kind of teams, they prefer the flatter wickets, but you have to adapt quickly. Like in Mumbai, we all thought it's going to be 200, but today they had to quickly adapt, and you probably have to make that judgment very early in the game. And even if you go with a certain lineup as a bowler, if you're playing more fast bowlers, that bowler needs to start bowling cutters and everything. So it's just about judgment, right?
That's one thing Dhoni is really smart about, right? He
Judging the
reads
pitch
the
quick.
pitch. He reads the pitch quickly. So that's something that he's really smart about. And watch out if it's a slow track. Watch out for his innings tomorrow. He'll be on
Yeah,
fire.
yeah. Let's
If it's
see.
a slow track, he'll be on fire because he reads that pitch very well. And I
Mm.
feel that he'll be the one to watch out for. And he will be slow. He will be slow, but he'll definitely anchor the innings in a way that Chennai will actually take it home.
Yeah, I mean, good shout there. Let's see how that goes. He is, short of runs, and I think he will be determined to win and score as well. Vinay, thank you so much for joining me. Hard luck on today, but your team still looks really good. Hopefully, Sunrisers beat you, but apart from that, I think they do look like a good team. Rishabh Pant is a young captain. He's learning. So is Sanju Samson. I think both young Indian wicket-keeping captains following Dhoni. It looks good, but all the best for the next games. But it looks good, man. It was a fun game, and thank you for coming on despite losing. I appreciate that.
And now that Delhi Capitals game is over, move on to the next game, man.
Yeah, move on. Man
Move
United. I
on to
hope
the
there's
next
no
game.
upsets here, man. I hope there's no upsets here. That's the good
I
thing about these.
really hope.
That's the good thing about these days. Like yesterday, the cricket was a bit disheartening for me. Then I moved on to the football quickly, so it's good to
Yeah.
see the football. I hope there's no hiccups today.
Were you happy when Liverpool lost?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I can't lie about it. Like, I was happy, of course, but I'll be more happier
That made
if
your day.
United. Yeah, it did. But if United lose, then I'm gonna get a lot from Liverpool fans because I did give a lot. So I hope that's not the case. But yeah, enjoy the game, man, and enjoy the rest of the IPL as well. I'll catch you very soon.
Sure.
All right,
See you,
take care.
Misty. Take care.